What's up guys, Anthony here with Empire Music, empiremusic.com, showing you another, well, kind of a different video for us. The last one I did was a little different too. If you're not familiar, we have released another Empire exclusive run. This time it's a bass. It's a precision bass. It's the Empire 58P bass from the Fender Custom Shop. They're selling like crazy. Couldn't be more proud of it. And in the last video I did, I told you that I purchased one, and I purchased this one right here. Olympic white with the red torque guard and the Journeyman relic. Love it. Just kind of fell in love with playing it. Figured I was going to get one eventually. I didn't know what it was going to be. But in the last video, since I purchased it and my hard-earned money went into it, meaning I stand by these basses obviously, I was able to take the guards off, so the pickup cover and the bridge cover on there, to show you sort of maximum tonal variation we can get by moving our hand around. Well, this is the bass that it was, no pun intended, somewhat based off of. This is a 2018 Fender Custom Shop 1958P bass. We'll talk about some of the differences in the specs, but the big thing is this gives an opportunity to show what rounds and flats do, because this has round wounds on it, this has flat wounds on it, and they're older flats. They've been on there for now probably a year and a half, 2 years. They're Dunlop flats, they're 45 to 105. So what we'll show is the difference sonically that may come across with some of the spec differences on there. Definitely different feel on the neck. And we'll obviously showcase what different strings can do for touch, for sensitivity and playing. We'll kind of talk a little bit about that. So the differences in the bass, and I just love this bass. I mean, again, I bought it in 2018. I did a video on it basically when it came in and just kind of fell in love with it. Waited 30 days in case it went. It didn't go. I was able to buy it. So lucky me. This has been on countless gigs, quite a few sessions here locally that I would do in the Pittsburgh area. And like I said, I just really, I still love this bass even with this guy around now. They're two different beasts, and you'll kind of hear that. So let's talk about some of the differences here. This has a 62 hand wound pickup in it. This has our Empire 58 pickup. Slightly lower output, although not much, as you'll hear. So I think you would get a little bit more compression out of that, a little bit more dynamic response out of that than this pickup, although still a great pickup. And it really helps with the flat wounds because, you know, a slightly softer sound out of the flats with that little bit extra volume that you pull out of the pickup. I think that kind of helps that warmer, kind of mellower tone with the string come across. They almost even each other out because I'm not touching the amp at all. So we're going to A-B and we're going to kind of hear the difference there, or lack thereof. But like again, with the different strings, you'll obviously pick something up. So this has a regular alder body, two-piece alder. This has two-piece roasted alder. So roasted body, non-roasted body. Neck-wise, one-piece quarter sawn maple, 57 soft V, so a much chunkier neck than we get here. Also quarter sawn, also one piece, but a 60s oval C on the profile. But it's roasted. So again, roasted neck, roasted body, traditional neck, traditional body. Will we pick up some differences on that guy? And you can kind of see, I don't even know if the camera shows it, you can see, if that even comes across, how much thinner that neck is. I see Brent back there hard at work trying to get it. You want me to turn that way? Other way. That way, if you can see that, I mean, this has substantially more heft to it, which is kind of what I fell in love with, and I'm digging. This is kind of, this 60s oval C kind of fits right in between the modern profile and the true vintage profile. So let's dig into some of the sounds on these guys. And again, I've taken the guards off of both these. The second I buy a bass with the guards on it, I take it off. We like to sell them with it on there. A lot of guys like to leave it the traditional look, but I like the sounds that we get, because I generally play right over the pickup and back here doing some palm muting stuff. So, kind of cool. 2018 Fender Custom Shop 1958 P bass, right up against our Empire 58 Fender Custom Shop P bass. Let's check out some of the differences between these guys. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna switch over to this bass. We're gonna start there and we'll A/B it with this guy. So be right back, guys. All right, so we're gonna start off here with the Empire 58. This is the brand new guy. Olympic white with the red torque guard. This is my personal bass. It's kind of cool to be showing this off. So I just did a video on this. We're not gonna spend too much time here, but I do wanna compare it against the old one. Full tone was down a little bit. Cool. So that's fun. I mean, I'm getting to show off my two personal basses here to you guys. I couldn't be more kind of happy, and I'm kind of lucky to be able to do this here at Empire Music. Speaking of which, if you're checking out our Empire 58P basses, which I'll put a link to below. Actually, I'll put a link to all of our Fender Custom Shop basses, and a lot of those are our Empire 58s right now. If you see something on there, give me a call at the shop, 412-343-5299. You can email me directly. It's anthony@empiremusic.com. If you're on the website, you can go right up to the chat feature. Chances are myself, Todd, or Joe are going to be on there. You can ask any questions. Man, I couldn't be happier with the way these turned out. Our Empire 58 precision bass from the Fender Custom Shop. This guy's mine, so it's not for sale, but there's plenty on there that are. And again, hit that link to see what's available currently. This guy, you'd be lucky to find one of these out there in the wild. The 2018 Fender Custom Shop 1958P bass. This I bought, kind of became this as I was able to build one, change a few things, neck profile, the roasting options. What did you hear out there? Did you hear any difference in there? Obviously the flats versus the rounds. What do you like? Are you into flats? Are you into rounds? Are you into both? Did you hear anything with the roasting on there? I definitely think I do. I definitely feel a difference in there and the resonance in the bass, things like that. Couldn't be happier with how these came out, but there's no way I'm selling this thing either. I love them both. They're really good for different musical situations. I'm lucky to have both of them. I love them both. I'm deeply connected to both of them at this point. And yeah, kind of happy to show them off to you. So we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.